Hey everyone, John Chow here from johnchow.com, and in this video I have an unboxing and review of the SmallRig 4x5.65 ND filter for the SmallRig matte box. Let's do it. Okay, so these are the SmallRig 4x5.65 ND filter, and basically what they are is they're sunglasses for your lens. They allow you to shoot in outdoor sunlight and still maintain that shallow depth of field that we all like, so that cinematic look. So this is available in two versions right now. They got the ND0.6 and the ND1.2, and that works out to a 2-stop ND filter and a 4-stop ND filter. So, looks like a CD. All right, so looks like it's a well-protected packaging, and this is the filter itself. It's really nothing exciting. It's basically a piece of glass. So there you go. That's there it is. Always glory. A tinted piece of glass, 4 millimeters thick. It is waterproof and oil-proof. And this is the ND1.2 glass. So here we have, I guess, you can see the 0.6 and the 1.2. So you can tell this is a lot darker because it's 4 stops of light stoppage, and this is 2 stops. The ND filter is designed to be used with SmallRig's mini matte box, or any of the SmallRig's matte box, and it comes with a little filter holder that allows you to install the filter, and then you slide the filter over the matte box. So let me show you how that is done. It's very easy to install. All you gotta do is line up, put it in a cage, and then slides the little trigger, and it locks it in place right there. So there you go. That is how the filter is held in place, and then you just slide it onto the matte box. And this little clip here locks it in place. So that's basically it. The filters are stackable. So if this 4-stop isn't giving enough light stoppage, you can stack it. So you just slide another one in there and lock it in place. And now we have a 2-stop and a 4-stop. That'll create a 6-stop ND filter. And if you need more stops than that, you can just keep stacking it with more ND filters. So what is the difference between the SmallRig ND filter and an ND filter like the Freewell variable ND filter? A few things. The first is the variable ND filter allows you to adjust the level of light stoppage. So right now you can adjust it from 0 to 5 stop. So as you can see, as I turn it, it gets darker and darker. So I can adjust it, and that's its first advantage. But there was also a few disadvantages of using a circular ND filter. Generally, circular ND filter are prone to vignetting and color casting, and they're not as accurate as a single stop ND filter, whereas the amount of light stoppage is fixed. So if I want ND2, I need a ND2 glass. If I want ND4, I need ND4 glass. Whereas this, I can adjust it, but vignetting and color casting are the two main culprit, and some ND filter, some variable ND filter, they can cause what the dreaded X line as well. A circular ND filter goes over the lens, and it threads onto the lens. And because it's so close to the lens edge, if you have a wide-angle lens, it can cause vignetting at the widest angle. So that's something you got to work out for. Whereas using the SmallRig ND filter in a matte box, so in this setup here, that goes over the lens like so, and then you just basically screw it down. So because it is so much bigger than the lens, vignetting cannot happen. So you're going to get a much cleaner image, a image with also very little color casting. So overall, it will create a better video image. and you know, it also looks a lot cooler, like that is. Yeah, that's a cool looking setup. Okay, so this is a comparison test of the freewheel variable ND filter versus the SmallRig 4x5.65 filter. This is the freewheel variable ND filter. I got it set at 4 stops of light. So this will be a direct comparison to the 4 stop on the SmallRig filter. And right now I'm using a 16 by 35 millimeter lens. This is at 35 millimeter. As you can see, it looks good, but the difference is when you zoom out. So you zoom out all the way to 16 mil, and here you see the issue with the circular variable ND filter. You see vignetting at the outer edges. All right, so let me switch to the SmallRig filter, and we'll do a direct comparison. And here we have the same video with the SmallRig 4x5.65 ND filter with the 4 stop. This is the ND1.2, and this is at 35 millimeter, and they'll zoom out to 16 millimeter, and you can clearly see that there is way less vignetting, or no vignetting, versus the variable ND filter. And also less color casting as well. And just for the hell of it, this is what it looks like with no ND filter. As you can see, image is totally blown out because it is a super sunny day. Now that is the SmallRig 4x5.65 ND filter. They cost $159 each. Now before you think that's kind of expensive, actually that is very, very reasonable for 4x5.65 ND filter. They normally start at $250 and go up to $450 a piece. Right? So $159 is actually quite the bargain. Mind you, you will need to also get a SmallRig matte box as well if you want to use it, but that's only $99. And overall, if you're looking for a really, really good system that allow you to shoot outdoor in bright sunlight and still maintain that shallow depth of field, these 4x5.65 filters are the way to go, especially if you have a matte box. One of the advantages of the matte box is that you can use circular ND filter with it, but you can also use the snap-on ND filters as well. And they make a good addition to all video photographers' kit. I highly recommend it. Links to this product is below this video, so do check it out. And yeah, I'll be using this from now on to film self-OC calls and coffee. This is John Chow from johnchow.com. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up, like and share it, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys next time.